Welcome back, people. Welcome back. Welcome back. Random show settings. Random show settings. Random show settings. Random show settings. Welcome back to the random show. Welcome back to the random show. Welcome back to the random show. Let's go. Big up everybody for tuning in. We're going to get right into it because I don't have much time. I'm not going to stay for super long. So I'll probably be about an hour or something. So I'm not going to be super long stream today. And unfortunately, I didn't actually get time to watch TFATK and clip it. So we're going to be doing a bit of a watch along. So apology those of you that hate it, but we're going to be doing a bit of a watch along. I'm really, really, really sorry. Sorry that I didn't clip it, but we're gonna watch it again. So have patience with me. I know TFATK is horrible. I get it, but let's watch it together as a family and see if we can find some funny things to laugh at. Okay? Oh, sorry about that. Again, I'm sorry. I did not clip it ahead of time, but let's watch it together as a family and go from there. Okay? Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the stream, you like what you see, make sure you like the stream down below, subscribe to the channel, and of course, join and become a member. I'm still trying to hit 500 members. I'm going to restart the marathon stream, hopefully, when I come back on stream, which will probably be next week Tuesday, or next week Monday, sorry. I'll come back on stream again with a random show. So we'll start again with the whole marathon stream thing. But for now, as I'm kind of handling some stuff off stream in real life, just support the channel. If you still can, that'll be greatly appreciated. Become a member. Membership link is in the description. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, all that good shit. Yeah, cool. Let's go. TFATK episode number 1109. This is episode that says F round and find out. Let's do F round and find out. Let's see what these guys are saying. Again, apologies I didn't clip it. I really apologize I didn't clip it. I know I don't like to put you guys through this. I like to clip it ahead of time, but I didn't have time today. So let's just watch it and see what go on. Let's see what go on. We got everybody in the stream chat. Should we make it full screen? Yes, make it full screen for now.
Yes, we did, cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid.
This is really the fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby.
Yes, buddy, we're back. Now,
Got here by chopper,
You
buddy.
came here on a helicopter.
Yeah, I don't drive anymore.
That intro seemed like they had a bit of peppiness up there, innit? I wonder if they've been listening and taking in some of the negative feedback regarding how low energy it is and how they seem like they wish they were somewhere else and they're going through the motions and it's really boring. That was a very, like, you know, and we're back, you know, they felt like a little bit, you know, trying to start the show on a good tilt. Okay, cool. I think some of the constructive criticism has finally got through to them. You know how these guys don't like to listen to any constructive criticism. They think everyone that says anything bad is a hater and all this sort of stuff and a troll, Cheeto dust covered, you live in your mom's basement, you know? But I think it finally got back to them because that was a very energetic intro.
I tend to go, I say to my buddy, I go, hey, can you drop me off? And then he goes, sure. And what would have taken me almost 30 minutes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it took me, I know.
You're such a pussy.
Took me
You can't,
Did you fly
like
in
4
the...
minutes.
Yeah, but then you had to...
You can't see it from here. You can't see it from here, but it looks like Brian's wearing shoes. I think some of the constructive criticism has finally got back to them, bro. We're not seeing fucking Brian Callen's fucking toes in these fucking sandals. Thank fucking God. I think some of the criticism has finally got back to fucking what's his face. Thank fucking God. No more fucking Brian Callen's feet. It looks like he's wearing some shoes. You can't see here because my camera kind of crops it out, but I'm pretty sure Brian's wearing fucking sneakers. Thank fucking God. Thank fucking God.
Walk here.
I did have to walk, and I'm
50
very
minutes
sweaty.
to walk here.
And I'm very sweaty right now because it's not walking weather right now. You see, because it's August in
That's not too
Texas.
bad.
Today's not bad.
Nah, it hasn't been bad all summer.
Frankly,
but also, if
I
you
like it.
it's not really a flex when you're flying a helicopter if you have to walk to work, right?
And,
Wouldn't you
and
rather
on
just-
the highway with Chipotle in my hand.
Yeah, wouldn't you rather just drive and then park right at the studio and walk in?
I would. I tried to get him to land.
Very relatable talk, by the way, right? Very, like, it just goes to show how fucking weird celebrity life is, right? This is a really shit podcast, right? and this is me talking, right? The guy with the shit stream. But this is a really shit podcast. Yet one guy can afford to have like 10 cars, and the other guy flies helicopters. Isn't that funny how it works out? This podcast is terrible, right? It's fucking terrible. Yet one guy has 27 pickup trucks, and the other guy, goes to fucking comedy gigs in a helicopter. Interesting.
Right there, right outside.
That's a bad
like,
idea.
Oh, people give me.
Yeah.
Because people report him.
No, I'll report him.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
When you say people, I'll report.
No, come on, man.
Tell Shane I'll report him.
No, be cool.
Yeah, I'll report him right now.
So we have to land where, designated areas.
There's designated areas.
Sort of, but he could have landed on the grass right out there, and he goes, it's a little sloped. I was like, okay.
Could you have got you a little closer though?
He's going to get me a little closer.
Why didn't you just do a ladder and then you just crawl down?
I could do a rope ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Invest in that. Like, Shane,
and
I
then
got you a
if
ladder.
someone saw that, they would video it, and they would send it to the FAA, and then it'd be a big problem because you're not really allowed to do that.
Really?
I don't think so. Now, what I do want to do is I want to help the Texas farmers with their hog problem. And I want to come low with my AR, and I want my feet on the skis, and I want to
Light them up.
light them up. Got to light them up. I don't want to wound them, though. It's not their fault they're pigs.
It kind of is though.
It is, and I need to open up on them. Shuck, 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 shuck. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone
So-
talks about doing it, and they're a real nuisance.
They are a nuisance.
Thoroughly
And
entertaining
it would
already.
be an experience.
I would do it once.
I guess you could, yeah.
That energy, that initial energy in the first 30 seconds is already gone. That initial energy they had in the beginning has already dissipated. It's fucking crumbled away, disintegrated. Where's that energy gone? That energy's completely gone already. They started off, okay, cool, we're gonna, and it's already going downhill.
I posted pictures of the boys shooting guns, and so many brands reached out, like, "Oh, we need to help you with your optics. So you need this." I'm like, "Hey, man,
That's the
I'm not-
slippery slope.
yeah. I don't need another hobby like that. I
Well-
appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Competition shooting would be a whole different thing, but if you have time, you go ahead.
I think that's a lie. I call cap on all these brands reaching out to him, but even if they did reach out to him, I think the reason why he would say no is because he's afraid of the smoke that'll come from it. I feel like Brendan's quite clearly, in my opinion, trying to like,
You have a gun?
yo, big up Young God Vibes.
Getting joy from killing an animal? Weird, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Big up Young God Vibes, but I feel like Brendan is clearly trying to like ruffle feathers and go viral and say dumb things. Like, I feel like he's doing it on purpose now recently. But I think even him, I don't think he has the metal, the minerals to handle some of the kickback he'd get if he turned into a gun influencer. Because typically gun influencers are usually very like, you would probably call them far right, especially that social media ones anyway, in terms of some of their leaning, or how they're perceived online. It's not fair to say they're all far right. I think how they're perceived online, especially some of the ones that are really loud. I think some of the gun YouTubers actually are pretty decent. They don't seem to sometimes get their politics involved in that sort of shit. But that's a whole different world. I don't think he's built for that kind of smoke. I don't think he wants that type of smoke. That's why he's probably trying to avoid it. But I doubt it even happened. I doubt that even happened. All these brands reaching out to him, I doubt it. But if it did happen, I'm pretty sure he probably said no, because this guy doesn't turn down money. We know Brendan doesn't turn down money easily. But he probably is very well aware. If he opens that door, it gets really dicey, it gets really tricky. And he doesn't want to be opening that door because, it was one thing when he fucking went after YouTubers and tried to get sued them, and then that whole opened up a whole nother kind of worms. If he starts to go down the gun influencer route, a bit dicey. Although it will match up with his new brand he's doing, right? He's now being openly right conservative, openly Trump hate loving. He's got this weird thing where he's obsessed with being American and white and whatever, even though he looks fucking Turkish. So yeah. It would be actually a good idea for his brand, but I think he's scared of the blowback.
I'd do that.
Oh, slam my dick in a door. Oh, I'm sorry. Shooting metal targets?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
And they.
Now, if it was hogs,
But there's not going to be a competition. Is there hog competition?
I think what would be fun is like,
Sounds like a Friday
farmers
night.
will get night vision and they'll get a 22 silenced and they'll shoot rats because the rats come into their, the corn and all that shit, and they'll just do.
Yeah, look, he's wearing shoes, man. He's wearing shoes. Big up all the trolls, big up all the haters, big up everybody that DMs, because I'm never gonna DM or comment this. I'm not just watch it from here. But big up the people that do. Big up all the people that do the Lord's work and that DM these guys, email these guys, because I think it's finally got through. Brian's wearing shoes. Thank fucking God. We don't get to see his fucking old grapey fucking toes everywhere. Thank God. Brian's wearing shoes. Big up everybody that sent that hate mail in. You did a good job. He eventually got through to him. He's wearing fucking shoes, no more sandals.
And coyotes, I wouldn't want to do that too. I'm not killing coyotes, even though they come after your chickens and stuff. But that's because I don't have a farm. But I would do that to hogs.
Have you
if they
seen?
start eating
I
my
haven't
shit.
seen one coyote here. This morning I was walking Donnie at 5:30 a.m. I saw 2 large deer, way too.
I love how he's mentioned the 5:30 to make it seem like he's this like early riser. He's like, all right, mate, relax. Relax, mate. We believe you. You go on your 7-mile runs at 4. We believe you. We believe you. 7-mile runs at 4. Comes back, walks the dog. Yeah. We believe. We believe you. We believe you.
Comfortable. There's no predators for him.
No, there's 0 predators. And there needs to be. And I need, if there are that many deer, it's like, I'd like a couple of them in my freezer.
I know.
And that's a reasonable request.
Even Donnie was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Go ahead." He was off the
Yeah.
leash. I'm like, "Go ahead. You think you're tough? Go ahead, Bubba.
I had
You know, it works out for you."
my girlfriend and I owned an unpredictable pit bull. Let me say it again, an unpredictable pit bull.
Trouble.
From Corvino Fighting Lines. That dog can hang from a rope for an hour. And she was unstable,
but-
and she was unstable.
Yeah,
Was that?
not an hour, but a while.
Yeah.
5 minutes, which is so long.
Okay, but maybe longer than that.
60 minutes.
Yeah, so I never had a stopwatch. Never had a stopwatch.
60
But she would go,
minutes.
Don't get me wrong, it's a funny bit, but I do find it interesting. I wonder if this is just like a natural reaction, but I do find it interesting how, maybe it's just part of their bit doing the show, I do find it interesting how quick Brendan is to call out Brian on his exaggerations and lies, or his exaggerations, let's say, for comedic purposes. But then he's also a pathological liar. That's what I find interesting. Brendan's very, very quick to call out Brian for his exaggerations or lies, but he himself is a pathological liar. I wonder if that's a thing. I wonder if that's what all liars do. All liars lie, but all liars are also very sensitive to other people lying, and they react and they kind of respond very quickly. It's like, bro, you lie just as much as I do, if not more. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, no doubt. And I've seen dogs do that.
yeah. So
60 minutes.
what did I say?
And then you guys just sitting there like,
was that 60?
"Oh, Matt, babe, he's at 22. All right."
So we timed it with an electronic timer and at that sports night, the Fight Science.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so she can hang from a rope for 3 or 4 hours and
3 minutes.
yep, and no, a long time. And
That's a long ass time.
yeah, never really thought about how long actually.
60 minutes.
Why are you checking all the facts in my story?
Because it's so outlandish. I'm with you. I'm
It's a little-
here for the story.
It's a little out.
60
it
minutes.
is a little outlandish. It's a little outlandish.
Oh yeah, who timed it? What? Who timed it?
Yeah.
My girl?
Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
Would she check in every 15 minutes?
Right. Well, I brought that dog to my friend's farm, and that dog is a pit bull. So anything on 4 legs, that dog's going to have a problem with.
Oh, is this the guy you left him to
No,
watch him and
this is a
killed him?
different one. This is Chauncey. This was the great Chauncey. And Chauncey saw a large draft horse and thought it'd be a good idea to come after the draft horse. And you know what that draft horse did?
Stomped his stupid face. in.
Not even. That draft horse lowered its head and just came running after it. And that dog realized, you know what? I'm about to get fucking wrecked. And
Did he get hurt or no?
she decided this was not a good idea in general. Not a good idea.
They know what's up.
I kind of get why Brendan interrupts Brian now. He just says some. Okay, you know, I kind of support Brendan's fucking Tourette's like interruptions of Brian whenever he speaks, because he does talk a lot. He just dribbles, isn't it? Just nonsense, just like nothing talk. He says a lot of stuff, doesn't say anything really. It's like, huh? Thanks for sharing that story, bro. Like what? I support Brendan interrupting Brian more often. Honestly, we need to get him to quicken the pace. Hurry up, move on, man.
They know what's up.
Dude, I posted this video made my day. Hey, you might be too early for this. You might be too old.
He said, "Made my date" or "made my day."
Did you ever ding dong ditch? Made my day. Hey, you might be too early for this.
Did you say "made my day" or "made my date"? Did he fuck up that phrase? This story made my date, or did he say "made my day"? Am I deaf?
I posted this video made my day. Hey, you might be too early.
He fucks up everything, innit? He fucks up everything. This story made my date. Okay. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with his brain, bro?
For this. You might be too old. Did you ever ding dong ditch or TP or egg people's houses?
I did ding dong ditch. I sure did.
You ding dong ditch?
I never did TP.
We call it knockdown ginger here in the UK. If you live in another place in the world apart from America, what is that game known to you? What's it referred to as in your country? In our country, it's called knockdown ginger. What do you call it wherever you're from?
TP or any of that.
No, I did TP and egging.
Yeah.
And now if someone did it to my house, real nuisance. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
But
watch
ding
this
dong.
video.
Yeah.
Watch this video. Made my day.
What do you?
He gets
Now?
caught.
No. What are you doing here?
I'm really sorry. I'm going to ding dong ditch you guys. I'm super sorry.
Does your dad know you're out here doing this? I will call him right now.
Yeah, he does know.
I doubt that.
I've been told!
Is that your dad?
Yeah.
He goes ding dong.
Do you think Brendan thinks this is real? Is he not aware this is a skit? This is like boomer dad content, isn't it? Like, does Brendan think this is real? By the way, this is clearly a skit, no? Or are we like, or am I the one that's being duped? Isn't this obviously a skit? Does he actually think this is real?
Ditching with you?
Yeah, he says it's a core childhood memory and he wants to be a part of it.
He wants to be a part of it.
That's fucking hilarious.
Is it?
That
though?
is so.
Is it
This
though?
way.
I'm really sorry.
I'm really sorry.
Dude, that's great,
Isn't
man.
that great?
Come on. His dad's awesome.
Dad, yeah. Hopefully it's real.
Uploads on his own profile as well, like just a farm engagement, right? He's posting out clips on his profile. It's a farm fucking engagement. Just honestly, man, I'd rather you post pictures of your steak or those horrible bits of steak you put cheese on it than see that sort of nonsense, man. Come on, dog.
But also, he didn't do.
How great is that?
I wonder if it is real. It probably is.
And if that is real, that kid needs to be in Hollywood. 'Cause
That
he's a
kid was
actor.
great.
That kid's
Yeah, if it's
great.
not real, that
that's what
kid's
I'm
a great
saying.
actor, yeah.
Like my takeaway is okay. The people are saying, "Oh, it's fake." Cool. That kid needs to be on fucking Nick at Night.
He does.
He's fantastic.
He really does.
Core memory. Yeah, I remember Ding Dong Ditching. It was such a thrill.
Yeah, it's a thrill.
Oh my God.
It's a thrill.
Kids don't do it these days because fucking rings.
Yeah, because of fucking cameras everywhere. You can't do anything. You can't.
You walk
can't-
up to my house, say, "Lets me know."
Yeah, you can't assassinate anybody anymore. You can't.
Mafia's
do anything. Ding
gone.
dong ditch. The mafia's done. The whole thing's ridiculous.
Cameras ruined it.
Is Brian touching his neck and his shoulder all the time in like a strong guy thing because he's been to the gym and he sees all the big guys doing that and he's kind of like trying to like act as if like he does all these like really crazy workouts. Like, brother, like relax. Your workout wasn't that strenuous. Relax. Your workout probably wasn't that strenuous. Let's chill out. Let's chill out with the fucking shoulder rubs. It's like you know the type of guy that wants you to ask what's wrong. Oh yeah, just been hitting the heavy bag in it. It's like, all right, let's relax now. Let's fucking relax with rubbing your fucking delts all the time with your shoulders and your biceps, like touching your pectoral. Like you didn't rip. Come on, you're not working out that hard. Relax.
Everything,
Yeah.
dude. You can't egg people's houses.
They just
TP.
follow everything. Yeah, I mean, you know,
Yeah, someone TP my house now, it'd be a real nuisance.
it'd be a nuisance.
You never see it anymore. 'Cause I'd film it all and then just hunt the kids down.
I know.
They can't do anything. So what do kids do now? I remember me and my brother used to moon people. Even that.
Yeah, you can't moon people.
No, that's assault, brother.
It is.
Yeah, we used
My-
to moon people, and some guy got so upset he like chases down in his car. Hey, bud, relax.
My
it's
wife,
an ass.
my wife was telling me like she went to summer camp, and she was like 12, and it was like when people were way more naive, and she was like the camp counselor with purple hair, like was probably 18, just swirling his dick at everybody, you know, just going, hey everybody, and the girls would be like, yeah. My friend did that in high school to a bunch of girls. He had a giant dong, and he would just be like, hey girls, check this out, helicopter, helicopter, and the girls and scream.
They would
you know,
laugh.
we'd
No one
laugh.
told on him.
Yeah, now.
Well, because your guy's probably harmless. Then you get the weirdos, you know.
Yeah, there was some guy, I guess, at an office, and he just got on he was an older guy, and he just got on the fucking elevator, and he was completely naked, and that was disconcerting.
I remember in college playing strip poker, my buddy lost, and he just started flapping his big cock in our faces and the girls' faces,
Who
and
sucked
we
it
thought
first?
we thought it was so. I did. We thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Now I look back and I'm like, man, that's assault, brother.
But is
Those
it,
girls
or is
would've
it
had a
just
case.
having a good time until somebody decided to
Dude,
take
a floppy dick in your face is a good time, dude.
in my
if
opinion,
your buddy's joking around, if he's not if he's hard, then it's a
yeah,
different.
but there are people,
it's a different
there
conversation.
are people that will use anything as a weapon and to be virtuous and morally superior to you. So they'll create this architecture around you're good. Boys have fun. It's just a good time. The way we deal with each other is we insult each other, we humorous insults, we fuck around.
They wrestle, they do their thing.
And what they'll do they'll start with boys in actually kindergarten. And
Not out here, Bubba.
No,
Not out
but
here.
this
Save that shit for LA.
feminist movement will do that. They'll start with the kids in
You're
kindergarten.
living 2 years ago. That shit's gone.
But they
And
did this to boys a generation.
if you're a parent and you're allowing that, that's on you.
But they did they did this to a generation of boys, which said, "You're a boy. Shh, don't be this. You can't roughhouse. You can't do anything." Boys are not like that. And you know, all of that shit turned a bunch of boys into neurotic pussies.
Some of that's on the parents too. Because
It's all-
Isn't that just more of a circumstance of their like socioeconomic level? Much like all of those like progressive, you know, techniques and whatever when it comes to kids, you're most likely gonna see that at like private schools and stuff, like schools where the people pay money to go to. You're not really gonna see that in public schools and shit. So it really is a consequence of their success, really, that their kids are being exposed to this sort of stuff. I would imagine. I don't think your regular school around the corner has those type of, you know, liberal leanings and stuff. They can't really leave that out of the way, do you know? I think this whole obsession with this sort of stuff in schools is primarily a thing that affects rich people. You know, it doesn't really affect regular people. I don't think so. Again, I'm not too sure. I've not been in school in a long time, but I don't think this whole, you know, nervousness they've got around, oh my god, my teacher's got a gay teacher, like being worried about all these happen. I don't think that happens in regular schools. But regular schools just get on with just trying their best to guide and teach these young people, as opposed to everything else that might be going on there.
if I got word on that, I'm like, what?
But it's also a movement. So what happens is, okay,
my
watch.
house.
So your boy gets in trouble. Then they say, take him to a therapist. The therapist is telling parents they're not fucking, and the therapist is sitting there saying things like, yeah, you know, it's a different world now.
Well, here,
Don't hit. We don't do
so this is a privilege thing. First of all,
Well,
a
first of all,
therapist
I
and you got
agree.
paid for. So if my kid got in trouble at school for fighting, and the teacher's like, you need to take him to a therapist, I would say, fuck
That's
off.
what I did.
That's never
That's what I
happening.
did.
This is a kid being a kid.
Yeah.
And hopefully he learns from this.
Well,
And
try
there's no
living in
therapist.
Santa Monica, and you know, just
Hopefully he learns from this. You don't tell them I've done nothing, no. Hopefully he learns from this. Okay.
it's like I was like, this is bullshit. I'm not fucking doing this.
I know. I got in trouble with Tiger School in LA because, you know, this kid kept fucking with him. I go, punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Because you're there at the time we thought we were going to stay there. You're there K through 12.
You're there, you're the size of an average 14-year-old, punch him in the face.
Yeah, I told he knows jiu-jitsu and all that shit. He hits mitts. So I said, all right, and I said, have you told the teacher? He goes, yeah. I go, they do nothing? He goes, no. I go, okay, buddy. And I know you're scared. Sock him in the fucking face as hard as you can. He goes, what if I get in trouble? I go, I'll handle that. I'll take you get fucking whatever toy you want at Target. But it's K through 12. So if these kids realize you're this big kid, they realize they can bully you in kindergarten. You're going to deal with this for the next 13 years, Bubba.
Yeah.
Sock that fucking kid in the face. And
Raising your kids this way must be like, honestly, man. Like, just like, are these kids like? If these kids aren't beating your kid up, why are you encouraging your kid to fight or fuck up other kids, use violence? Surely you should be trying to tell your kid to like avoid those type of things, right? Not getting any kind of physical altercations. You don't really want to do that, do you? Such a weird thing to encourage your kids to do, like to just beat people up.
Everyone's gonna go, oh shit, T's not the one to mess with.
Yeah.
And they move on.
Yeah.
And then that's somebody else's problem.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's on the parents. If the teacher's going, your kid's roughhousing, you should see a therapist. Oh, you're a piece of shit.
I remember all of that.
And
I remember the way.
and also you're super privileged. When I was growing up, if a
First of all,
teacher,
therapist $200 an hour.
at least,
I like how he doesn't think he's privileged himself. You're privileged yourself, brother. How you can everyone else is privileged? Super privileged. Aren't you privileged also?
Okay.
and then the parent has to take time to take their kid there, which who has time for that? But then also, when I was growing up, if I got in a fight in school and the teacher told my dad take him to a therapist, my dad would be, get the fuck out of here.
So I was in Santa Monica, and my first wife, great mother, said, let's go talk to some parenting experts. So we're, just maybe we're missing some stuff. And I was like, all right, I'll do that. And we go there, and the woman is, because kids act up, right? So you're like, what do we do? How do you scold a kid? So the parent was like, this PhD, and she was an older woman, and she'd been doing it forever, charging, I don't know, $220, who the fuck knows how much. Sure. And she goes, and she starts telling me about how we deal with kids, which is to acknowledge that they are having a big feeling, and then to kind of work with positive reinforcement and all that. And I remember I looked at her, I go, I have a question. This seems like you're reinventing the wheel, because most cultures don't do that. Yeah. Most cultures that have been around forever, you get smacked in the ass, or you get like a real consequence.
Yeah, there's a consequence.
Because that's what the world does. And I said
yeah.
to her, I go, because the world will kick you in the nuts. So I don't understand this. And she said, I don't know what to tell you about old cultures or cultures. I'm just telling you what the new science is. And I went, I don't think the new science is right. And we got in an argument, and we never went back, because I was like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're going to create little
you
assholes.
fucked up even walking in that door.
Correct.
What?
But part of me was also I wanted to have that argument, because part of me knew I was walking into that, and I was like, I don't know, man, because I was already involved in this
I've done
shit.
the same thing. There was some woke thing going on at Tiger School, and Joanna was like, you're going to go up? I'm like, yeah. She goes, you know how it's going to go? I go, I know.
Yeah, I want it.
I know. Yeah, I like to argue.
Yeah,
and I'm right.
Especially over your kids.
And also I'm right, so enjoy this.
Correct.
And I went so hard in the paint.
Well, that's kind of what happened. My father said when there were the women and men and women's sports, right? And I was like, this is unfair. And my father goes, oh, yeah, I know. He goes, I said, well, what are we going to do? He goes, oh, you don't have to do a thing. Watch all the mothers. Watch the mothers who have their children who've been, and when there's scholarships, you just watch what happens. He was fucking
of course,
right
correct.
on.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
you could just alleviate all this by sending your kids to a public school, They're not that rich enough, or they're not as famous that the kids are gonna get harassed and shit. They could just send them to a public school, a really good public school, and they could avoid all these problems. All these like liberal woke agendas that they're all afraid of. They could just forget these completely. But I just find it weird, because most likely Brian went to a private school. That probably had some, woke ideals around that sort of time, because that's what they do in those type of places. But yet they seem so sensitive about their kids being exposed to these type of things, which they're going to be exposed to in the real world anyway, because that's what's happening in the real world. They're just going to have to figure out what is the right thing and what is the wrong thing for them to follow. But they seem to be very combative when it comes to this sort of thing. Maybe it's different because when you have kids, you want them to be raised a certain way. But I just find it weird. Callum most likely went to a private school, and they definitely had a very woke sort of, let's say, curriculum for that time, which is the same thing that his kids are going through, but yet he's super against it. It's like, you turned out all right, didn't you? You turned out not to be citing that sort of stuff. Maybe your kids can discern what's right and wrong. You know what I mean?
fuck you.
Of course.
Fuck you.
We're hosting Mexican night tonight, which I think is a little racist.
Really, mate?
2025.
Yeah.
And the we're inviting all the neighbors over because
for you guys.
Again, interesting how sensitive he is about Mexican racism, right, or like Hispanic Latino racism, right? But then he's also pushing this like American thing that he's doing, which I'm not too sure if it's a dog whistle or if he's just dumb. But he does do this thing where he's on this like, why is there no American champions in the UFC? He hates Dagestani wrestlers and shit and fighters. Sorry, he was calling Bo Nickel the Great White Hope. Thankfully, Bo Nickel didn't fucking run with that nickname because fucking horrendous the fucking racist overtones on that one. But he's, you know, he keeps calling himself white. Like he's always reminding everyone that he's white. Even though for the longest time in his fight career, he was called Big Brown, right? Was part of that, one of his nicknames. And he, like I said, he looks more Mexican than his fucking kids. So I find it interesting how sensitive he is about the racism coming towards his direction when it's to do with Mexicans and stuff. But he doesn't seem to be aware of how racist he sounds when he talks about the need for there to be more white champions in the UFC. You know? Like,
I'm doing this because I train jiu-jitsu and things are hurting a lot in this area. Keep
At
going.
your age is expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Mexican night. Well, because they kept that, because Joanna, our mom, always.
oh, big up, I've just seen you in the stream chat. Big up Jack Donnie Jr. Are you sure about that, my friend? Are you sure? This might have to be a poll. Jack Donnie Jr. Man, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but can we watch Kill Tony? Be careful what you wish for. I'm the man of the people, remember. I'm a man of the people. You know what I mean? I'm in the customer service industry. So I'm going to make a poll. I'm going to leave it up for the next 10 minutes. You guys decide. You guys, be careful what you wish for, though. Be careful what you wish for. So we're going to make a poll. And I'll leave it up for 5 minutes. For 10 minutes. Let's say 10 minutes. All right? What should we watch, right? What should we watch? Say TFATK, Kill Tony. Let's do continue. Actually, I don't like that. Continue. So TFATK, Kill Tony, and of course, everyone's favorite option, XJ. 10-minute poll. 10-minute poll. What should we watch? Kill Tony, TFATK, and then go from there. 10-minute poll. 10-minute poll. Let's go.
Make authentic Mexican food. It's good. Yeah, I eat it maybe once a week.
Yeah.
They make it every night, but it's super unhealthy. So then
You see, even the complaining about the Mexican food feels a little bit racist to me. So he's very sensitive about his neighbors wanting his wife to bring over Mexican food when they do, like, you know, gatherings and shit. Because you know what I think's happened? They probably moved into a cul-de-sac in Austin, Texas, where they're the most for lack of a better term, ethnic people that live there. I think that's what's happened. They've moved into a cul-de-sac where they don't feel white. Whereas in LA, because Brendan's like on this right-wing thing, right? I'm conservative. He probably felt more white around the people that he was around. But now that they're living in Austin, they're like, he's trying to feel that, oh yeah, I'm in a mixed race relationship, right? I'm in this, like, you know, my wife clearly looks, even though it looks like Slojo, I think obviously avoids tanning and shit. She's very pale, or maybe she doesn't tan as well. She still is, you know, it's quite clearly that she is not fucking white. So I wonder if that's a thing of him being a bit sensitive about that. But again, he's conscious of he's conscious of his people always going to his wife asking for Mexican food to bring over for the bar, which again sounds like a normal thing people do in neighborhoods. Like, why wouldn't you? If there's a fucking neighbor that's from India or something and there's have to cook some dishes there and you're going to have a gathering or a barbecue, why wouldn't you ask them to bring some of their food to mix things up a little bit? Because everything else is going to be whatever you're going to cook there, innit? I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, why wouldn't you? And of course, if you're from that place as well, those countries, you're proud of your heritage, you're proud of your food, you're going to want to share some of that stuff with people. The fact that he thinks it's racist says more about him than it does about them, really. I don't think they're saying it in a racist way, or because you're black you can only cook chickens. Like, no, if you've got a dish from whatever country you're from that you want to share with people, like, why wouldn't you? Great way to connect with people and, you know, forge new relationships and shit. Maybe this is just a consequence of Brendan also not really having a lot of like real people, like normal people friends, and he's starting to interact with them, and it's a bit clunky. This is like standard neighbor stuff. Like,
neighbors like, oh, we'd love to have some food. So they're like, oh, you should host Mexican. I'm like, a little racist. Well, let's do it.
Little racist.
Come on over, gringos.
Yeah.
Come on
racist.
over,
Little
gringos.
racist.
So there's 3 pounds of tinga. There's flautas.
Tinga.
There's pozole.
Oh man.
Now I go, I'm white, right? I'm white as fuck. I go, okay.
Are you though? I'm white. Honestly, what is this white thing about? Like, again, like, is he trying to go viral? Like, what is this? What is this like emphasis on the white thing? What's going on here? Again, for most of Brendan's career, he was referred to as Big Brown. When he was into sneakers and stuff, I don't know, I kind of felt like he enjoyed how racially ambiguous he was. Oh, people think I'm black. People think I'm like, he kind of enjoyed that. Like, you know, he kind of led into that a little bit. But now all of a sudden, he's like Mr. White Man. What's going on here?
It's super Mexican looking. But,
I know, but
white.
But hardcore white.
Actually, super white.
Yeah, super white in every facet.
Yeah.
Not my wiener.
In every facet. He loves every facet. Bro, like, I don't understand this white. I don't understand this, like, this white. It's just interesting. The pivot is very interesting.
But anyways, so pozole soup, you know this, right?
I do.
It's 97 degrees out in humidity.
So the first thing you want is really hot, spicy soup.
So I said, oh, you want to serve hot chocolate too?
Yeah.
Have them over, give them scalding soup and hot chocolate.
Pork pozole.
Yeah.
Pretty delicious.
Yeah.
But in most Latin Mediterranean countries, hot countries, they eat soup. Even during the summer, it's what people do. Like, you don't stop eating things because the weather is hot. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know why he's like, if you can't handle it, don't handle it. But it's like, this is not a big issue. Like, a lot of countries do this.
You have a gun?
Yo, big up Abe Martinez.
He's dark. Joanna is Mexican. They don't look white.
Exactly. Like, they don't look white at all. Honestly, Brendan, I think, looks more Mexican than his own kids. Legit. He looks more Mexican than his own kids. You give Brendan a certain type of facial hair, he looks Mexican straight away. Give him a certain type of haircut, he looks Mexican straight away. So the fact that he's like on this, like, I'm white, it's like, are you though? Like, and also, why would it fucking matter? Like, why are you leading with this? I don't understand this, man. Probably he's watching too much Nick Fuentes. We got Abe Martinez.
It's fantastic.
On a cold summer night.
They eat it whenever. They eat this whenever.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
I said, give them the authentic Mexican experience. Have them eat cow stomach, the lining of the cow stomach.
Yeah, the tripe.
Yeah, give them tripe.
Yeah, I
give these gringos
can't think of
tripe.
anything. The Italians do that. I can't think of anything worse.
Oh, when my wife brings it, I go, oh, I work too hard to eat this shit.
That's right. I'm not eating udders. I had udder meat. Udder.
So tripe is only for poor people. So tripe is only for poor people. Only poor people eat that sort of stuff. you eat based on your income level. So what? You can't eat fries. You can't eat like ramen noodles because you're rich. Huh? Honestly, man, like, people's insecurities are fucking bizarre. If you don't like it, tripe, right? It's fine if you don't like tripe. It's very chewy, you know, whatever. You cannot be into it, but like, saying that you're too rich to eat tripe is just insane. Like, what does that even mean? You know, what does that even mean? It's food. If you don't like it, don't like it. But saying you're too rich to eat tripe is fucking insane. It's like, are you too rich to eat a sandwich?
Udders taste exactly like you'd think, like chewy rubber.
Oh, you like
good
this
stuff.
when we're on that ranch? There's a cow there with the udders out.
Yeah.
You'll be at Young Old Vibes. Historically, Paws would eat tripe and other parts of the entrails or animal, and the rich fruit. Yeah, of course, I know that. I'm aware of the history. Angola dish, we've got a similar to a sort of dish. I think that uses intestines and shit. Yeah, every culture's got that, especially black cultures and stuff. So I understand what you're talking about, but yeah, no, it's just food. It's just food, man. It's not that big of a deal. It's just fucking food. It really doesn't mean you know what I mean? You shouldn't be eating based on your fucking income, on your fucking socioeconomic. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Is it tasty or not?
And Basti goes, Dad, why does that cow have multiple wieners?
Yeah.
I said, well, that's a mama cow. That's the milk.
Those are her tits.
Yes.
Yeah. Big old.
All these comedians lie about what their kids say. All these comedians lie about what their kids say because, like, I don't know, because they want their kids to say that so they can sound funny. But I don't understand this. I honestly do think the majority of comedians lie about what their kids say. I think so. I think the majority of them help. They lie for sure. They lie. And big up the big up the pronunciation of milk.
It's a mama cow. And that's the milk.
Those are her tits.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, well, that's a mama cow. And that's the milk.
Those are her tits.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, well, that's a mama cow. And that's the milk.
Those are her tits.
Yes.
Milk.
Yeah.
Insane.
Big old.
And they saw a horse with a big old dick, which for whatever reason they just have race.
I'm not gonna lie. His pronunciation of milk might be more egregious than anything else because it feels intentional. It feels like he's doing it to wind you up. You know what I mean? I feel like he's doing that to wind you up. I feel like that would make me more furious in real life. Like, why are you pronouncing milk? Like, why are you doing that? It feels like he's doing that intentionally. The other stuff I can understand, he's just being too dumb to know how to pronounce certain things or rushing through his words. But how he pronounces milk might be the most egregious mispronunciation that he has, or grammatical error that he has when he speaks. Because it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, he's pushing this white thing, right? Okay, let's say you're white. Why can't you read, bro? Why can't you speak? Why can't you spell? You know? Like, you've been given every advantage under the sun and you can't read or spell, and you must, like, well, what's going on here, bro? Why are you pronouncing milk? Please stop doing this.
Raging hard on, so you drive past them.
Yeah.
And he goes, we can milk that one. I go, different kind of milk.
Different kind of milk.
Different kind of milk.
Different kind of milk. There are videos where
He still says it, by the way. They're doing a little milk tennis there. He still says milk. It feels like Brian's trying to, like, you know, subconsciously correct him by saying milk correctly, but he still says milk. Oh my god! One more time.
I want to go, different kind of milk.
different kind of milk.
Different kind of milk.
Different kind of milk. There are videos
still
where
saying milk.
men are doing that, but we don't want to see that.
Yes, it's called.
Apparently,
his name's Mr. Hands.
women have to jerk off stallions.
B, let's take a little break here because this episode of
I feel like I've heard that conversation so many times, man. Okay, let's skip past the adverts. I'm going to give you guys 5 more minutes on the poll. 5 more minutes on the poll. Vote for what you want to watch next. What you want to watch. What are we going to continue watching? TFATK for the next, what, half an hour, 40 minutes, or Kill Tony. Make sure you vote in the poll down below. I'm going to give you 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Should we continue watching TFATK or should we watch Kill Tony? 5 more minutes on the poll.
TV. Stream now. Pay never.
They'll actually
it
jerk
takes.
a stallion off
with
too.
that thing.
Yeah, and then I guess you get
You ever seen a cow bust a load?
not a
bro?
horse, you mean, or
Horse, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, it's.
I've not seen that. Chin, pull it
Oh
up.
my god, dude.
Come on, Chin, and I want you to watch it with
Dude,
us.
it's a fountain of
Yeah.
cum.
And then
it would take.
And the gal's jerking them off.
Yo, dude, it would take 1,000 men to create one horse nut.
Now, the thing is, when I bought my first wife a large black horse. I did, and it was a beautiful black horse. And
Again, terrible podcast, right? Terrible podcast, but there was a time when this terrible podcast generated enough money that Brian Callen could have bought his wife a horse. Honestly, I should have got into this game super early, man, because these guys were making so much money back then for just nonsense, horrible, mediocre content, innit? He bought his wife a horse at one point. Now he's flying helicopters and his show's fucking awful. And Brendan's got 27 cars. Incredible, man. Incredible.
she would always say stuff like, look at his muscles and his butt and he was just this giant horse. And then she'd get up on it. And it was just, I was like, I don't know how to fucking, like I don't actually.
Go that real horse ejaculation.
You're not going to be able to get.
I know, it's probably not going to go.
Is Chin looking at bestiality here? Is Chin Google searching bestiality? Look at their faces. Is Chin Google searching bestiality right now? Fucking hell, bro. Chin Google searching bestiality, but just blur. Like, honestly, what the fuck is going on right now?
Through.
Oh, actually.
But there's a lot of, oh my God.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wow, that's her sucking a horse one.
Oh, Jesus.
I
Human
didn't
beings
want-
are
no,
so
I didn't
weird.
want that.
I like how Brendan leans in. Most people will be repulsed. I like how Brendan sees the bestiality and leans into it. you know, literally leans into it. Oh my god. Chin is a fucking psycho. Chin is a literal psycho.
Beings are so weird. That's dangerous. Is she really doing this? Okay. Let's see this.
I don't know if it's. Oh my God, it's actually showing it.
That horse is like, sure.
Our computer's done after this.
Fast forward it, Chin. Can she get pregnant or?
No, she can't. I find it to be
Are they playing the audio? Are they playing the audio of bestiality porn? Oh my god, bro. Oh my fucking god. They're playing the audio. Yo, Chin might be the worst producer. Chin might be the best producer of all time, actually. Let's say the worst way. He's trying to inject some new life into this show, but he's doing it in the wildest way possible. And Brendan's like, he's not repulsed. Brendan hasn't squirmed. Like, Brian looks like how we're looking, right? Like a normal person, like concerned, weirded out. He's questioning why Chin's got it up so quickly on his computer. Chin's usually useless at pulling up things, right? Chin Sui is usually useless at pulling certain things up in terms of timing and shit. But somehow he had the bestiality porn right up on that screen. And Brendan hasn't once taken his eyes away from that monitor. He's staring right at it. Fucking wild.
it's a strange turn on to me. I'm strangely
It's going, but
aroused.
you can't see.
I'm strangely aroused that there's that big a freak out there, and I'm not gonna lie, and I'm ashamed to say that out loud, but I'm going to.
Would you?
Yeah, we know, bro. You're a rapist, isn't it? Only a rapist would say that. Only a rapist would be slightly
You have a
turned
gun?
on by this. Big up A. Martinez.
The fact Chin found it way too quickly. WTF.
Exactly. And again, we watch a lot of these streams together, people. We watch a lot of these clips together, people. We see how fucking clunky and useless Chin is when it comes to Googling. He's no young Jamie. But somehow, bestiality porn, he had it up in a fucking flash. Big up Abe Martinez.
Do you have an issue when you were younger if you found out, like, say she was a 10 and you found out she had just one time sex with a horse like that?
So,
Answer's no.
the answer is
The answer is no.
I'd be like, oh, you're a real freak, and we'd have to have a talk about it.
I mean,
After I jerked off furiously in the corner.
Yeah. That is a 2-foot cock. Like there's
That's a
guys
2-foot
like
cock, and
humans
she-
are inches. We're
Yeah.
talking feet here.
Yeah, and she seems to be doing what she's doing. You
You gotta
stopped
be
the
careful.
video. Wasn't there a conclusion?
No, we
was-
wanted to see the.
There's not a single episode of this show where they don't talk about dicks. And in this particular case, they're talking about animal dicks. It's quite impressive, isn't it? Even it doesn't matter what kind of dick they're talking about, they have to talk about some kind of dick, some kind of ejaculate talk. It's just, I don't know. I find it fascinating, bro. They probably talk about dicks more than gay guys do. Think about it that way. Think about your most promiscuous gay guy friend. These guys talk about dicks way more. Think of your most promiscuous gay guy friend. These guys talk about dicks way more than them. It's just being that fascinated about the human anatomy, and it's just interesting.
Speculation, Chin.
Yeah,
No,
Jen.
so that was,
Hashtag no
that was
Diddy.
the end of the video. It was just dripping.
I just find it interesting.
Trip, yo. Do you think Chin's constant conversation about this sort of stuff is more of a indication that he hasn't got laid in a long time, or is he just like he's a real goon? Dripping. The other day he was talking about wanting to get a vasectomy so he can bust inside chicks and shit. Like, is Chin on a bit of a dry spell?
Chin.
Yeah,
No,
Jen.
so that was,
Hashtag no
that was
Diddy.
the end of the video. It was just dripping.
I just find it interesting that I didn't see it, and I find it interesting that you,
Cut it short.
and that you were able to get to that so quickly. So
Yes, thank you. Someone said that. Finally, someone said that. Finally, someone said the obvious. They're usually useless on Google. It takes you ages to get stuff on the screen, but somehow you found bestiality porn pretty quickly.
You asked me to fast forward.
it felt like it was
man.
just a couple of clicks for you. So
Hold
I
on.
would like to see
And
your
he knew
search
exactly.
history.
He usually suffers on the internet, right? Like if we ask him to
Right.
bring up something on Epstein, it takes for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Horse ejaculating. He's like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah.
my favorite. I mean, this one's good.
This one isn't a good one. This one's what?
This one's a huge load for you guys.
Yeah.
Here you go. And here's another.
Were some of those links purple? Is it me or do some of those links like they've been clicked on already? Do some of those links look like they've been clicked on already?
This one isn't a good one. This was a what?
All right.
This one's a huge load for you guys.
Yeah.
Here you go. And here's another example. All of a sudden, he's.
Oh, is this AI though? It's AI.
No, it's not.
No, that is it.
No.
This right here might be, but the other videos. I mean, which one do
These
you want to
are
watch?
real
There's
videos.
so
We
many
wanna
to choose
see the
from.
horse
the
bus,
one
Jim.
that we were watching, if you don't mind.
No, the one we were watching, we
Let's
already went
see
to the
this
end
one.
of it. Oh, this
right.
shit again.
That's good. Good starter music. All right. Is this a new
Here
one?
we go. Yeah, this is a different
All right.
one.
That thing is long and strong
that's a
and
giant
multicolored.
dong, and she's
She has to be very careful because if you learn from any mistakes from Mr. Hands, you know if that horse bucks,
Yeah.
now he's to the side and she's kind of turning the wiener. So that can't feel great
Yeah.
on the horse.
yeah, or it does, but
There's
this-
it's barely dripping.
Oh no, Chin, that's pre-cum.
Why is Chin so? Yo, it wouldn't surprise me if Chin's into like cum play and shit. Like, why is he always talking about dripping and busting so much? It's dripping. It's dripping. Like me when I drip sometimes I'm alone. It's dripping. I love dripping. Look, it's dripping. It's a lot of dripping there. I wonder if he's taking his zinc tablets and stuff. Like, this guy talks a lot about cum, bro. Chin likes his cum. It seems like Chin likes a bit of cum. He's always mentioning that. I don't know if he's on a dry spell or if that's what he's into, but Chin loves a fucking dripping.
yeah,
And that's more than any human can produce.
yeah.
Fast forward it, Chin.
Now and also,
Oh, shit, dude. What the fuck are we watching?
The fact that the human, look at Chin pretending to be fucking surprised. The fact that they have to tell Chin to fast forward and he's not fast forwarding himself is interesting. And look at Brendan's face. Look at the contrast between the faces, by the way. Tells you quite a lot about them, innit? Look at the contrast in the faces. Brian's looking disgusted and disturbed, but also intrigued. And Brendan's loving it. And Chin, I don't know what he's doing. He's pretending to be outraged.
oh,
That horse is
Okay,
like.
so now it's
look
like-
at that. Look
yeah,
at that.
that's-
Look at
that's
that.
going
Chin.
up.
Look at that, Brian. It's gallons. You have a gun?
Brian's turned on right.
no, I'm really.
Yo, big up
These three
Brian
need
Harty.
to be locked up in prison water a wound.
Exactly. Yo, what are we doing? Exactly. I don't know what's going on right here, bro. I don't know what's going on right here. When this segment finishes, I'm gonna put you guys through some pain and torture. I'm gonna check the poll. Okay? I'm sorry, but we have to suffer this together.
Not actually. I'm making this face because I just am looking at the depravity of human beings. And it's just, my mother always said, whatever you can imagine has been done. And I guess it has, because that is just
We good?
amazing. We're not. I'd like to
we
see
move
all
on?
of them. I'd like to say, if I could take a lot of
the,
time.
The whole point. Get this off the screen, Chin.
Yeah, I wanted to the
yeah,
whole time.
go ahead and delete your
God damn it.
history and then
I know, I'm
look at
doing
it
that
on your
right
own
now.
time.
yeah.
But the point of all this was a horse busts so much
So
Cinnabon
much.
icing.
Yeah. And can you get the information on those girls to see if they live in the Austin area?
Can you get information to see if they're alive?
Yeah.
There has to be some sort of disease.
I don't think so. I think you can.
You can't pass cow to
No, I think you.
horse to.
Cows carry anthrax, but I think horsecock is safe. Right?
Knowing that kind of information offhand is fucking wild, by the way. Having that type of information, having that type of knowledge in your head says more about you than anything else I'd wonder. You know, especially when you got those charges, those allegations he has on him. You're like, you know a bit too much about this sort of stuff, man.
And
They're multicolored, which I was not aware of.
multicolored. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just nuts. That is just nuts.
Yeah, a little crazy in the head. Speaking of crazy in
Probably
the head.
bad to even.
Okay, cool. That's done. Okay, I'm gonna check the poll now. Big up everybody tuning in. Let me check the poll. Let's see. Are we gonna continue with this or kill Tony? What's the poll saying? Oh, surprisingly, everyone wants to carry on with this. Okay, cool. Then I'll listen to what the people say. TFATK got 54% of the votes. Kill Tony got 20% of the votes, and AxeJ got 26 of the votes. Big up the AxeJ. Big up the non-committal. Don't give a fuck about the poll. I'm just going to engage anyway, people. I love you the most. So we'll continue on with TFATK. We'll continue on with TFATK. Big up everybody that took part in the poll. Appreciate you.
Look at that stuff. Yeah.
Dude, I'm probably like on some list now.
Oh, theoretically, kind of horse semen could potentially expose a person to certain pathogens. Yeah, not really.
Oh, that means nothing.
It's fine.
Hey, nothing.
Yeah.
I read that. I go, I'm clear.
Yeah. It's
Go
fine.
ahead, girl. All right. Get your freak on. Now, speaking of crazy, did you see that mass shooting in Manhattan?
I did. I guess he was mad at the NFL because he was a high school football standout.
So he blamed the NFL for a CTE, and he never played in the NFL.
Right.
And then also,
Just like you. You never played in the NFL. You had, you played for the Buffalo Bills. No, sorry, Colorado. What's that? CU Buffs, right? In college. But he says he played for Buffalo, but he never did. So that kid is quite similar to Brendan. That kid probably has better stats than Brendan, funny enough.
he only played high school football, not much.
Yeah.
Now this is going to football, especially in youth sports, is taking a hit because so many parents are scared because CT, because that bullshit Will Smith movie, right?
Yeah.
And this is going to take another hit with youth sports because people are going to see this, like, look at the mass shooter. He had CT, and that's all they read.
Yeah.
My argument for all this stuff is this guy came out of the womb batshit crazy and was a bad person.
That's right.
And football is an excuse. It's like war.
Hold on. Let's take his logic, right? Because by the way, I'm fucking fascinated and I'm fucking bewildered that a guy like Brendan Schaub, who's got all the hallmarkings of somebody that suffers from CTE, because if I'm Brendan, I would hope I've got CTE, because if not, he's just dumb in it. He's just dumb and stupid, because he's marble mouthed, mash of his words, strange dude. So if I was Brendan, I would hope I've got CTE to explain why I sound the way I do, why I say the things that I say. But let's take his logic. Let's say that kid who did the mass shooting in New York was a bad person from birth, which I don't believe, by the way, right? But there are some people, I think teachers actually say that. I think a lot of teachers say that. A lot of teachers say once you actually teach kids in school, you quickly change your mind on like whether or not some kids are just born bad. Some kids, doesn't matter what great upbringing they have just have a little bit of a evil spirit about them. But let's imagine that kid was born somewhat bad. Wouldn't you think playing football and getting your fucking bell rung continuously might exaggerate some of those issues? If you're already suffering from some sort of, you're a little bit off the reservation. You're a little bit mean, wouldn't you think getting your bell rung constantly would actually affect you negatively in some respects? Again, I just find it fascinating how Brendan, the one person who you'd think would be more aware of his own CTE, is very sensitive and is very dismissive, very skeptical about CTE's effects on people when there's clear science to fucking back it up, right? But he's debating. He's like, nah, it doesn't exist. The parents are being pussies, so let alone their kids play football. But I wonder, why doesn't Tiger play football? All this, he's a beast, he's a fucking outlier, he's 12 but he looks like he's 18. Why doesn't Brendan put his kid to play football? I wonder why. Why does his kid play football? I think his kid is doing taekwondo. Why doesn't his kid do MMA and shit? Why do you pick jiu-jitsu over all those other things? Then he does MMA, huh? If CT doesn't exist, why doesn't your own kid play football?
School, yeah? And he's 27?
Yeah, sure.
Huh.
Well, it's like War Machine, right? Who went to murder his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He was never a great guy.
No.
Aaron Hernandez, if you look at his history, was never the best human. But
O.J. Simpson.
Didn't they analyze Aaron Hernandez's brain? Didn't his brain actually get littered? Didn't they see CT all over it? Again, doesn't excuse what he did, but still, like, it's just funny how why is he so skeptical of CTE? What, because not everybody's out there murdering people who's had it or something? It kind of excuses it. Like, it's just strange why he's like so skeptical about the effects of CTE.
O.J. Simpson, great example. He was always a dick, but they want to blame it on CT. listen, so many people play football. Way more people are okay than have CT. If you think about the millions of kids that grew up playing football. You have a gun?
Yeah, big up Abe Martinez.
Can't believe I looked that up. How do I tell the feds it was for research for a podcast I was listening to? Way too easy to find the one Google search.
exactly. Big up Abe Martinez.
But then you get these outliers like OJ Simpson, Aaron Hernandez, and so it scares the parents. So like even now, even in Texas, I'll talk to some parents like, oh, I'd never let him play tackle. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Well, CT, really? Have you looked at the stats?
And by the way,
There's science. So why do you think people are studying CTE then? Stats. There's research. There's actual doctors and stuff looking at this sort of things. Scientists and things. Why doesn't he? I'm just fascinated why he doesn't believe in it, especially when he himself has all the hallmarks and some of his CTE. He doesn't think it exists. Actually, why doesn't he fight? Wasn't there a reason once recently where he lied and said, "Oh, he was invited to some sort of celebrity thing"? Why doesn't he get back into fighting? Why isn't he doing these YouTuber fighting things and shit? If CT doesn't exist, why isn't he doing more? Why is he taking part in bare knuckle? You know, doesn't exist.
if he's built for it, it could, what you get from that competition, what you get from all of it, teamwork, all of it, is so much more.
The city's medical exam will determine whether the 27-year-old ex-football player's brain will be studied for CT. Now, maybe he had a splash of it, but I'd like to see what else did he.
Yeah, big up Brian in the stream chat. My dad had a bad crash on his bike and got knocked out while wearing a helmet. After a few months, he had a visible difference in his personality, and he's never gone back to how he was before. Exactly. Didn't Roseanne have the same thing too? What Rogan talks about a lot. Didn't Roseanne get run over by somebody in a car and it completely changed how she was personality-wise and everything else? Like, we're seeing Connor do his things. People blame Connor. People blame Connor's recent erratic behavior with CTE. What's his thing called? AB, Antonio Brown. People blame that. There's loads of high-profile people out there. But I guess for Brendan, like, if everybody isn't, if everyone that suffers from CTE isn't out there committing mass murders, it doesn't exist.
Do? Did he fall off?
Look, there are a lot of people with
did he fall off
CTE who
his
don't
bike?
get a gun and shoot.
Yeah, exactly. Big up Pre-Ban for Loco. Pretty sure he started nicotine because Rogan told him it prevents CTE. Exactly. But now all of a sudden it doesn't exist.
A bunch of people. How about that?
The majority don't, Brian.
Exactly.
But also, the blame it on
Also-
football, right? And he probably
He was
wasn't
just crazy.
He probably
man.
wasn't very good.
He might have been just fucking out of his
But
mind.
also, did he
He probably wasn't very. Honestly, the little insults and stuff, the little barbs are really funny.
roller skate? Did he skateboard and fall on his head? Like, you're just going to blame it all on football?
So he's more upset that CTE gets linked with football than he does exist. So he believes CTE exists, but he believes it should be, the reasons for getting CTE should be spread evenly across the different things that kids get up to. It's like, what? So what the fuck are you saying then? Does CTE exist or not exist?
Yeah.
This is the defense if I'm Dana White with, like, let's say I got CT, right? Let's say I had full-blown CT and was
do.
flying off the charts. And I told Dana I'm reaching out for help.
Flying off the charts, like flying off the handles, you mean, right? I love how you fucks up the most basic fucking sayings and phrases.
Full-blown CT and was flying off the charts. And I told
Especially flying off the handles, but anyway, whatever.
Dana I'm reaching out for help. If I'm Dana, I'm going, hold on. You're saying all your CT came from the UFC? Or did you play tackle football since you were 6? So what burden do we take on?
Again, I don't understand what he's saying. He's saying everything but nothing. So in the beginning, he was complaining of parents being worried about their kids getting CT if they played football too early or when they were too young. Now all of a sudden, he's like adopting this position where people can't just blame football for their CTE. They should blame all the other things that they do, sports, whatever creativities that put them in harm's way. It's like, make your mind up on what you want to believe or not believe. It's such a strange way to speak.
Yeah.
How can we track that your CT got so bad just fighting UFC over the 7 years you competed?
Yep.
So that's his argument, right? Because you'd have to go back to their childhood with these guys with CT and see what they've done. You know, there's multiple reasons guys have brain trauma. It's not just their career in the UFC.
Wow.
Or maybe that, let's say at a,
So hold on. Did that kid murder those people in those buildings again? RIP to everybody that passed away. And that was it, Blackstone somewhere, right? Fucking horrendous. And by the way, that woman that walked past him, or he let walk past him. Jesus Christ! I wonder how she's feeling now. But what was he saying? Did that kid shoot those people because of CTE and brain damage, or did he do it because he's a bad person? I'm so confused what he's saying. He's saying everything but nothing.
I didn't, but let's say I had a really hard back and forth fight outside the UFC.
Yeah.
Let's say I was on, some regional show. Is Dana responsible for that?
Right.
So it gets fucking muddy, man.
It does.
It's not
really
so
does.
cut and dry.
Not really. It doesn't really get that muddy at all. It doesn't really get that muddy at all. A lot of the damage people are sustaining, like big hits and shit, I'm sure that's contributed a lot to a bad CTE, but it doesn't really get that. It doesn't really get that muddled at all, because I'm sure if you'd want to sue someone, you'd probably, whatever, you go after the big organization that you're playing with, innit? To get obviously the best money from it, or the best possible outcome for a payout and shit. I don't understand. I just don't understand what he's saying, really. I'm trying to make sense of the nonsensical here. Big up TJ. Remember when Brett Bupper was blaming all the UFC and saying Dennis would cut his friend Shane Carwin a check, damage, then came out Shane later hated Brendan Hantel for 8 years. Yeah, again, I don't know if it's CTE, but so one day he wakes up and he's like a hater of Dana and starts talking about this bad shit he does. He's not a real businessman. You're only rich because of the Fertitta brothers. And all of a sudden he's like, almost, it's like he's bootlicking in a way, Like, I guess he can't figure out if he wants to be Dana's friend or enemy. I guess he can't work it out. But yeah, I think Dana's made it very clear where he stands in this regard.
I'm like, will these guys have CT because they fought in the UFC? Maybe.
My larger thing is, it is true that blows to the head cause CT. That is true, and there's always a risk. There's a risk for everything. But what do you want me to do about that? What do you want me to do with that information? I'm asking. So should we
wrap yourself in a bubble?
Should we ban the UFC and football? You want to do that? Is that what you're saying? Because do you want to ban college football? You want to ban high school football? You want to ban middle school football, which all those memories and all the things that it exposes, which is character.
I guess this is like a position people take that trying to be hard, isn't it? I guess that's what they're doing. Not being concerned with CTE is, I guess in their opinion or their view, it's like a version of masculinity, innit? I think that's what they're doing. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what they're doing. I think not caring about CTE, believing it's not real, is like showing that you're like a real man, I don't care. It doesn't exist. I think that's what they're doing. I think so.
You come up against yourself. So I never know a lot of times what to do with a lot of this information. So.
Yeah, exactly. Black American. Good point. Exactly. I'm surprised they're not into the conspiracy about the shooting. I thought that conspiracy exactly. Yeah, the floor. What's that? Level 33 shit. Yeah, they're too dumb for it. They're too dumb for it, basically. But yeah, there's some good conspiracy theories going on currently with that guy, especially with the false flags and shit. It's a very interesting rabbit hole. Big up Black American.
Even there was a debate on whether or not the United States was racist and had a racist legacy, and it does. But what am I supposed to do with that?
Go back to that.
Yeah.
Oh, he got triggered. He got triggered. Imagine getting triggered about America having a racist legacy? Like, what? Why would that be something? To say maybe now is it still a thing across the board widely? Maybe not. Debatable in certain areas. But him getting triggered by this is interesting. Again, it's more of a leaning into that whole being far right wing thing that he has going on here. But let's hear this. Let's hear Brendan contest about America's history with racism.
Name a dominant country that doesn't have a racist history.
But that's not the point. Stating something doesn't mean you have to do a whataboutism, innit? Like, if you state something, it doesn't mean, oh yeah, let's absolve us of any kind of criticism because every other major country, I don't know, I guess Western countries going to be saying, maybe participate in the slave trade and shit, which is probably true, or is definitely true, sorry, especially in regard of Western countries here in Europe and shit. But stating a fact, right, or an interpretation, or, an observation of history when it comes to America's history with racism, doesn't mean that you're saying America's the only place in the world with racism. It's like, I don't understand this retort or this pushback. It's a weird thing to kind of get into about, oh, every country has slaves. Okay, but we're talking about the country that you're in currently,
Well,
go ahead.
That's what I'm saying.
Name one, Brian.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but give me one.
By the way, comedy podcast. Remember that? We doing these Dave Rubin topics, right? these cultural war conversations, comedy podcasts. These guys at one point were 2 stand-up comedians. There's only one on there, but at one point they were working stand-up comedians. Just imagine that. And this is what we're talking about.
I can't.
Give me what you want to talk about Africa? You want to talk about England? You want to go to China?
Right.
You want to talk about Russia?
But what am I supposed
Brazil?
Even if it is, what am I supposed to do with that?
Is Brendan's on Rumble a lot, isn't it, right? I think Brendan's been spending a lot of time on Rumble.
Here now. We're here now doing our shit. What do you want me to do with it? What with that information you gave me? Do you want me to get on my knees and apologize? What do you want me to do? Should we all stop? I know the answer for them would be we've got to take measures to equalize the playing field. We have to make it fair for everybody, but then create equality of opportunity. Good luck with that.
I think the bigger thing is when you look at the life expectancy of NFL players, really athletes in general. Like in the NFL, what was it?
Crazy.
55?
59 and a half.
It's not that old, man.
What?
So that would
Not that old. It's my age.
Yeah, but I mean, you're old as fuck.
What?
But yeah, you've had a good run.
Hey, real quick, let's take one quick commercial break to just say a couple things. Now, I'm training almost every day. And
Hey,
what I'm
hold on. What bullshit shirt are you wearing today that they gave you for free?
Everly stock, bro.
Oh, what's that?
Hunting
It
equipment.
says "Get out there."
Delta Force uses this stuff.
Cool.
The Delta uses
Yeah, I get that, and that shout out to them, and shout out to Eberly Stock.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you wearing it?
Do you think these t-shirts that Brian wears, these random t-shirts, do you think this is just free merch, or do you think he gets a little payment under the table? Cause he just always just turn up in like clearly like advertiser t-shirts, isn't it? Like someone just gave, you know what I mean? Like he takes, you know, the t-shirts that you see in conventions are on tables and shit. Or he just doesn't care about fashion. Do you think Brian's getting a little check from this? A little envelope he doesn't tell Brendan about? Just keeps it quiet? Or do you think these are like him just trying to like suck off strong men that he likes, isn't it? By wearing stuff that they make.
Because this orange
You don't
matches my
hunt?
shoes. Now, hold on.
You don't hunt?
And I'm a hunter. It's been a while.
It's like when you do the hymns read, I'm like, I don't know if you're the best
All right. Well, it's been a while.
spokesman
It's
for
been
this.
a while.
Yeah.
But so real quick, and it's all good, but we do have to say this out loud.
Yeah.
I've been working now from the ground up with my jujitsu.
I know.
And I've also been working wrestling.
Yep, like Foxcatcher. You're Foxcatcher.
Well, I'm more athletic than Steve Carell, and I think you would agree with that. And I think
Maybe.
you'd agree that I was a wrestler. So, and now...
You were a
and-
wrestler
and
like
I
as a
have-
high school basketball player, right?
And,
Hey, from now on, call me a basketball player.
no, I'm not.
I play a
because-
lot of basketball.
No, because I have a wrestler's mind, mentality, body. And here's the thing. I am working from the ground up, which means the mistakes I made before, but I don't make those mistakes. Now, so one of the things that I notice about you when we would wrestle
Hey, you know what'd be
is
great?
you try to get my elbows. My elbows stay here now. They
That's
don't
fine.
go out like that.
I don't need
right?
your elbows.
Excuse me?
I don't need your elbows. You know,
That's
you know what'd be
adorable.
great? If you were younger, I could actually fuck you up. That's my dream. Yeah, if someone was like, hey, Brendan, you get one wish, I go, make Brian 30 years old.
Yeah.
So I can just
Can I train?
mollywop his
Can I-
stupid
Can I
fucking
train?
face
Can I
the
train?
way I've always wanted
Please, please. Can I
to. Hey,
train?
because you know I give you 30%. And you know why, right? Because I respect my elders.
Don't call me an elder.
Because if I go a hundo,
Yeah?
you go in the hospital.
No, but hold on. That was before.
You go hospital.
Hey, that was before, sweetie.
Before what?
Sweetie, that was before I was training as much as I do now, right?
But who are you training
That was-
with?
With some very good black belts. Very good black.
You know the irony of it is, I have a feeling if Brian Callen was the same weight, size as Brendan, he probably would give him a good run for his money. I think Brendan really does sometimes overestimate just how good of a quote-unquote fighter wherever he was. He was a pretty mediocre fighter in the UFC. Yes, you can obviously kill most people, I know. But when it comes to his UFC career and his fighting career in general, he wasn't that great. So I do find it interesting to have this conversation all the time, but, you know, I think Brendan will be surprised at how many people could fuck him up. But hey, this is just one of those TFATK cliche bits in it they do in it. How much they could fuck each other up, this and that, constant jabs, the dick talk. What's that? What's they would say? Oh, I could rape you if I wanted to. I could fuck you. You know, that's what I don't know. I guess for the 1 millionth time, yay.
black belts, dude. Yeah.
Like who?
Huh?
Like who?
I don't know. You ever heard of John Donaher? Some of his black belts, dude.
You're not trained with John Donner.
You don't know.
You're not allowed in that class.
Hey, dude.
I know John.
I know John too.
Only
I'm
one.
saying-
Hey, if we walk up to John's class right now, only one of us has access to the
Yesterday,
room.
there was a John Donaher black belt at Archetype Boxing, and I met him there.
You did, and you did
And
nothing. with
Satoshi
him.
was there too, and we
Yeah,
shook hands.
I know Satoshi
They
very
were
well.
Yeah, and they were there.
And you didn't train with him because you know why?
But they were rolling
Hey,
in my proximity.
sure.
And then I rolled in the same area.
Yeah, you didn't train with him. Why? Because you're old as fuck and you're light in the ass.
No. Okay.
Right?
Look.
Satoshi, hey,
Yeah.
you know this, right?
Yeah.
Complete waste of his time to work with you, right?
No, but so,
And John Danaher,
Yeah.
and those boys at Archetype.
No, sure.
We know this, right?
We know it a little bit, but here's the thing about me, because I'm a sponge and a quick study. I'm a sponge and a quick study, and you know that. And you give me that. You give me that. You
And so
understand
is
that.
Stephen Hawking,
No.
right?
No, I don't like this. And I just want you to know, and it's all good. I just want you to know that the next time we fuck around, it's going to be a little bit different.
Okay.
And then the time after that, it's going to be even.
This is an interesting version of masculinity, isn't it? It's an interesting version of masculinity. These constant conversations about dicks and about fighting and about killing. It's like, I don't think I've had these conversations with my friends. Again, I don't have many friends. But the male friends I do hang out around with, or do hang out with, or be around, this is not what we talk about. I promise you. I think most people are like that. I don't think most people talk about this sort of shit. But for some reason with these guys, they seem obsessed. Obsessed. Like, it's just... Like, I just don't understand how they're not bored of themselves. I wonder if that's a form of narcissism. Why aren't they ever bored of themselves and the things that they say? That they've been saying for like 10, 20 plus years. The same tropes, the same cliche, the same topics. The same opinion, like, god damn. The same talk, like, god damn, man. Change the fucking record, man, please.
Even more different. And there's going to come a time, sweetie, when it's going to be, yeah. It's going to come a time where it's going to be a handful, right?
Yep.
2 handfuls.
Sure.
Because
Can I tell you
I'm going to
this?
go, oh, that doesn't work here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you this?
Because shit shuts down now.
Yeah,
shit shuts down.
No doubt. Hey, did you see that horse fucking that girl? Did you see that?
Yeah.
I could do that to you. Any day of the week, I can take my cock out and treat you like that stupid whore at the farm.
No. Don't call me a farm whore. I'm not your farm whore.
You're a silly,
You call me a farm whore?
silly farm whore.
No, I'm not a farm whore, dude. Don't call me a farm. I'm a proud man. That's where I draw the
You're
line.
a corn husking whore.
Don't call me a corn husking farm whore, bro.
And I will treat you like that. You ready for this?
What?
Monday through Sunday.
You're not going to go, are you?
Whatever I want. 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Yeah, bud.
Look, it's going to take you a while to get your anti-horse dick into my shitter, because
Come on, brother, man. Do we need the details? Come on, brother. Really? Really? This is humor, by the way. This is comedy. This is comedy.
I'm shutting things down.
Right.
Right? The opportunity store is starting to close.
And
Lots of departments in the
no doubt.
opportunity store. are
And I
shutting
can't emphasize enough. If there's a hot tub time machine, I wouldn't use.
Now, I'm not somebody to give a shit about these type of things. It's just an observation. Just an observation. Doesn't Brendan always talk about how big his dick is? Isn't that one of his like things he talks about, right? And again, just an observation. Not my business. Who gives a fuck? Those shorts are kind of small. And I can't see nothing. I can't see much. So I wonder if a lot of his attitude that we see online on his podcast is because he's got, like, you know, small dick energy. I wonder if that's a part of it, because he talks about having a big dick a lot, and I don't really see that big dick there.
Use it to go back and bet and make billions of dollars. Nah.
Yeah.
I would have you get your old.
Let's say what I mean. If we zoom in, right? If I zoom in like that, then you talk about having 8 inches. They look at 8 inches to you? I don't know. If we're going to talk about dicks, is that 8 inches?
Old fragile ass in there and go back 30 years ago and then have you get out and I would just, ready for this? I would just
Smooth?
fuck your world
Oh,
up.
this moves? Yeah.
Yeah, that moves.
This moves?
Be careful, though, guys.
No, I have to be careful. It is what it is. I'm warmed up. I'm getting a little hot. You know? What are you doing?
I'm doing nothing.
Did
'cause I
you
don't
see how
have
John
to.
Jones got taken down by that Russian guy?
The Russian guy's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Right. And the thing about this is this. You're big. You know where I go now? Let me just show you what I do now. It's not a big deal.
Don't make me fuck you up.
So from there
Yep.
to there,
Oh, cool.
that's my world now. Right?
That's your domain?
Yeah. From there,
I've really done a version of this before, like. I feel they've done a version of this before, you know. I feel like they've done a version of this before. I don't know where, but I feel like I've seen something. I don't know. I just whatever. I'm just gonna kill it.
To there.
to there. Right?
Hey, can
Hey.
hey, can I be honest with you?
Sure.
You're gonna fuck around like we used to, and you're gonna find out. I'll make sure you don't get on that helicopter today. You're not gonna be able to. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Crawl up on that stupid helicopter today if you keep fucking around.
I'm
bro.
not saying anything. I'm just telling you.
Shane's gonna be like, dude, what the fuck? And you go, I fucked around and found out.
And also, just real quick, so you're strong. I also work. So see, so that right there, if I grab that
yeah.
and I pull this way,
Yeah.
oh, you move, right? So right now, my world
Yeah, you're
is from here to there, from here to there.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
we cool?
Yeah, we're cool.
We cool.
We're cool.
So that's the thing
we're
about training.
We're crystal clear.
Brian's waiting to get on his knees for a long time, isn't it? Brian's waiting to get on his knees for a long fucking time. He's been wanting this for a long time. He's been wanting this. He's been needing this for a long time.
Yeah, that's the thing about
Christopher.
training. You start to find
Hey,
openings.
you like your quality of life, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever sucked lasagna through a straw? I'm just asking for a friend. Hey,
For a friend?
hey, you ever sucked pot roast through a straw?
Listen, man.
Oh, hey, we're having chicken dinga tonight. You ever sucked that through a straw?
Listen, bro.
Would you like to find out?
Look, man.
Hey, you ever sat in the Austin heat and sucked pozole through a straw, you stupid fuck?
Hey, don't call me a stupid fuck, because I've already told you that I'm finding openings, and everybody has their openings, right? Everybody has their weaknesses. Huh? Let's carry on with the show. You guys heard it first.
Let's take a little break, B, because one thing.
This show is fucking garbage, and it really is, man. It's always been garbage, but Jesus Christ, man. These bits. True humor.
Sorry, where were we?
We're talking about CT and that bullshit shooter.
Oh, yeah.
How about,
Moving on.
how about CNN called him white?
They did. Well, of course they did. They called him white because what
What's
they were
wrong?
like.
Yeah, how does CNN not learn?
Because, and then what
You've
happens?
lost all trust.
Oh, they're
Even the
amazing.
Democrats like, fuck.
No, so this is very important, and this is why you should get your news from Fighter and the Kid, because you can. I can promise you
Because we
that
keep it real.
we keep it real. And if CNN was like, oh, he's definitely a white shooter, probably a supremacist, and that fits their narrative. Now, when they find out that he ain't so white, that he's probably
There's no stories.
something different,
There's no stories.
all
on
of
it.
a sudden it gets so quiet.
There's no stories. Now, he's from Honolulu, Hawaii. Hawaii. Welcome to Hawaii.
Yeah. So he might be black and Hawaii.
Didn't the white thing come because some people said he was white? Some people just, that was the early stuff when it was going viral on social media, when it was actually happening. And obviously, I think a couple of false flag things happened. A couple of other disturbances, right, happened around. I think people protesting and shit. So I think that was mostly the confusion, and also that picture from the outside. I'm not sure about you guys, but that picture of him walking up to the building with the gun in his hand. If you didn't know he was black, you wouldn't think he was white. You wouldn't think he was black then. You know, when you see him, you can kind of recognize him. But when I saw that picture first of him walking towards the building, he looks white. To me, anyway, at least from that angle. That shot. Once you see a picture of his face, you see, oh yeah, cool, it's not. But I don't know. I think CNN were quick to report it, probably without getting the facts straight, which is obviously bad. But I think they were going by what most people are going by online. I don't think there's this like, I don't know. Especially in America, I don't feel as if like Americans have like a thing where like, oh, if a mass shooter's black, you can't report on it because you're afraid of like sowing racial divisions or what? A mass shooter is a mass shooter. I don't understand this. Like, oh no, we can't say he's like when the mass shooter's white, everyone celebrates more because you think that's a good thing. Like, we don't want any, you know. Let's not compare. Like, what is going on here?
Hawaiian or something
black
like
and
that.
Japanese.
It says
Hawaiian Japanese. Oh, really? So he's not he didn't
Yeah,
have
exactly. A bit of black American. Yeah, exactly. In the video, he looks lighter than does here in this video. No? In that CCTV video footage of him walking up to the building with the gun in his hand, he looks lighter in that than this video clip of him in college.
So he's Hawaiian Japanese. There's no
just mixed.
somebody's black.
Wait,
yeah, black.
but he
Japanese
grew up in
black.
Santa Clarita,
Yeah,
California.
there you go. Black.
I like that. I like that. He's a Hawaiian Japanese, so he's basically just black. Okay. Okay. I love that. I love that. I love that. Binaries. Black, white. No in betweens.
Japanese and black.
Hold on, keep going down. Let's see how good he was at football. Until he transferred to Granada Hills Charter. That's not far from me.
You know, it's a bummer.
To seek better athletic opportunity.
Yeah. He might have gone crazy because he looks like he was a good kid.
Who knows? He
And
looks
then
like he's a terrible
went-
kid to me.
Well, so you know,
Why does he look like a terrible kid to you, Brendan? Does he look like a terrible kid to you because he has dreads? Like, what? Are you saying he's a terrible kid for what he's done, which he is? Like, Jesus Christ.
schizophrenia hits men in their 20s, and this so a lot of times can be schizophrenia, unfortunately.
Yep.
And that's a fucking.
It sounds like he was a decent player too.
Yep.
And however, his football dreams didn't lead to the NFL. After a brief college stint, he pivoted to private investigation in Las Vegas, where he's a licensed and trained in surveillance and background checks. He also worked at a casino. Okay.
Yep.
Six-time
Wow.
player of the game.
What a
So
bummer.
He's a decent player, but you know, sports is fucking tough, dude.
It's tough. Sports is tough, and I'm.
The guy's a
finding
piece
that
of shit. Sometimes you just got to chalk it up to that.
I
So, see, he doesn't contribute. He's a piece of shit. Sports is tough. So many conflicting opinions from one person.
I think that I'm always, when somebody does something this insane then kills themselves, we have to. I think we're gonna find out. Like I always say, in 10 years, man, his poor brain. We would have been the same way.
Sure. And what are we supposed to do with that, Brian? The same thing as you want me to get
Well-
down on knee with racism in America. What can I do with that information?
Well, you got
So hold on. Let's say your brother or your son was that cop or one of the three innocent victims.
Yeah.
That if I go, dude, it's all good.
No,
hey,
no.
just forgive him because in 10
No,
years.
not forgive him. What you do in that situation, if somebody has got a gun and they're mentally ill like that,
You
is
kill them,
shoot
Brian.
them.
Yes, correct.
You have to
kill them.
You have to shoot
And that's
them.
what. Well, he killed himself before they
Right,
get
but
to him.
you. I'm not saying that you wouldn't. You have to neutralize that threat right quick. I'm saying it's a shame.
But so here's his options.
sad.
So, that's life, though, Bubba. So here's his options. A, we find out he's batshit crazy and we lock him away forever and his life's miserable.
Yeah.
B, you shoot him.
Yeah. I think
There's not much else we can do with this.
I think that's why we go to sniper school, right? I think that's why we.
That's why I do.
Why we practice. We practice, the way we practice for these kinds of things. So, but I do think mental health is something we're going to shed light on. We know so little about it. And I think in the next 20 years, we're going to be looking back on this stuff and going, dude, he had that lesion and we didn't know, it's going to be that. It's exactly like in the old days when somebody would have schizophrenia and they think, he's possessed by a demon.
They cut his.
And then they would burn them at the stake or they would try to exercise.
And that worked. Science has proven that.
Yes.
When they found those witches in Salem, that worked.
Yes. Well, when you have a crazy person or somebody's on cocaine, a dog, even a puppy, will bark at them. Dogs go, hey, that dude's moving in a very erratic way.
You said erotic.
I did
Fuck you know. What's he got in his mind, didn't it?
say that. Yeah.
Just think about that horse.
My neighbor would get her check. She'd get her like unemployment check on Friday or whatever. And she would do all the cocaine that one day. And her eyes would just be like, barn. She'd be like, and my dog would be like, just trying to get at her. He was like, get me the fuck out of here.
Cool story, bro. I don't know where that came from, but cool story. Jesus Christ, bro. He's deep throating that tin, in it. God damn. He's fucking deep throating that fucking can, innit? Like, fucking hell. Slow down, buddy. Calm down. No one's gonna steal it. Like, fucking hell. Gob fully open. Jesus, pause on the way he's drinking that can. Pause.
Yeah. No, she was not hot.
Crazy he was just walking down fucking Manhattan with a fucking AR-15.
Yeah.
But they have strict gun laws there, I thought. I thought they would stop all that stuff.
You need somebody who goes, in Texas, you need people who can reach into their fanny pack and say, bop, bop. I mean, you kind of got to do that.
Yeah. Tell me how many random civilians have stopped mass shooters, please. I don't think you want to arm everybody to stop. I don't think that's how it works, no? This idea that arming everybody is going to stop a mass shooter is fucking insane. But, yeah, I'd love to know the stats on, like, regular civilians who stop mass shootings from happening.
But yeah, you're right, bro. I think that we're going to find out in maybe in the next, like, 10 years about some small thing in the brain where these people just lose it, right? But either way, they still deserve the consequences. You know, they still need to.
Well, you just can't have them running around, right? You gotta.
No, either way, if we know or we don't, you can't have them killing innocent people.
They have to. Yeah,
that was one.
But then how can you stop? Like, this guy's brain is stupid, isn't it? This whole debate is dumb anyway. But like, if someone's got CTE and they act out, you have to wait for them to act out, unfortunately. But maybe when they act out and they study the brain, maybe they can find a solution for it and reverse the effects of CTE. Maybe. Don't know if it's possible, but maybe. You never know, right? Maybe we fucking invent nanobots later on. But I don't know. I don't know about this. I just don't understand this refusal from Brendan to accept that CTE could be a contributing factor to some of these former athletes acting out later on in life. Like, you know, maybe not to the level of mass shooters, but there's like loads. So it's like, well, why are you so like hesitant? Like, and you're a clear example of somebody that might have CTE when it comes to her. It's like, interesting. Hey, what do I know?
One of your family members, you wouldn't give a flying
You kidding me?
fuck.
You kidding me? Dude.
Yeah.
What else you got, Jen?
Alrighty. So this next one is Doja Cat mocking Sydney Sweeney over the ad that she just did.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
To be fair, that's more of a women just hating women type of thing from Doja Cat. Probably a little bit of jealousy there as well, because, you know, especially when you think about Doja Cat's history of dating men. Because I think someone said actually that knew her that she just only dates white guys anyway, and she likes a particular type of white guy. That she's into, like, you know, white guys that, you know, have like MAGA flags on their trucks and shit. For whatever reason, everyone's got their preferences. That's her preference. So I think most of that little troll and that meme that she did there was her, you know, kind of being a bit jealous, you know, that she didn't get that Sydney Sweeney gig. You know, and Sydney Sweeney, I think a lot of those guys that have MAGA flags on their trucks, they probably like a bit of Sydney Sweeney too, you know? She probably, you know, ticks their boxes. So that's probably her being a bit more jealous than anything else. But it's not that big of a deal really. But hey, it's not that big of a story, but hey, what can you do? So
let me ask you this,
Very
Brian.
short.
Let's say Doja Cat had a commercial, right? Saying, my jeans and all this stuff. And then Sydney Sweeney did a video using a black accent. How would that go over?
Well,
how would that go over?
Really well.
Right? But then if white people do it, we're free range. People can take shots of.
We are white racism. He's a victim. Brendan's a victim of racism. Jesus Christ. This right-wing pivot is going to be really interesting to see play out. This is so interesting, isn't it? It's like he woke up recently and started watching Fox News. Like, in the last 5 years. Huh? Like, he looks Kosovan. That's what he looks. He looks Kosovan. Or if you told me he was from fucking Uzbekistan, I'll believe you. If you told me he was from Romania, I believe you. If you told me he was Hungarian, I believe you. You know? But he's like, I'm white. It's like, brother. If somebody told me Brendan was Filipino, I might even believe him.
They want, they're racist. They're condoning, white beauty. It's like, wait, hold on. So we just.
White beauty? What? White beauty?
Should gloss over the fact that she's an attractive human being, happens to be white. Because
Doja Cat's not attractive in that video.
No, not in that video, but in general she is. But so it's just okay to make fun of white people and the way they talk because they're proud to be white. How's that racist?
Well, I don't even think that's what that
advert wasn't about proud to be like. Fucking, this guy is disturbed, isn't it? I think his feed is breaking his brain. He's been like this real time radicalization of Brendan's interesting, or this like white awakening is happening. It's interesting. He suddenly like woke up and believed, oh no, I'm white. Okay, cool, congrats. But that's his whole identity now. Trump, white. Okay, cool. I guess cool.
That commercial had nothing to do with that. That commercial was just
that's how they're taking it.
My jeans are blue. It's kind of a cool. They are reading into, these people read into something that's not there, and the reason that they read into something that is not there is because it gives them a platform from which to criticize.
Again, am I the only person that's mental here? Am I going crazy, or I don't think it's a big deal that Sydney Sweeney advert, the Republican, but isn't it more of a case of the people that you would expect to be offended by that advert are being offended by it? No, the people that it appeals to. The people that would be offended by it are be offended by it. Why is this even a conversation? Why are they arguing about this? Like, I don't understand. The people who are sensitive to that sort of stuff, they're gonna be sensitive to that sort of stuff. The people who are not. No.
And dominate. What people don't realize is that this Doja Cat, that little gal,
fat girl,
that messed up gal, these people need. There's a tendency. The only thing you can do is look for meaning where there is no meaning, where it's just a commercial. They just said, "Hey, jeans. Yeah, I have good jeans."
Can we make this funny though? Can we talk about some funny things? I don't know. Can we do some accents? Maybe talk about different cultures if they did that advert. Just mix up a little bit, man. This is boring, bro. Like, are we actually seriously debating this like Twitter topic? It's not. I don't know. I refuse to believe people are really upset about this. I refuse. Or like the ones who like, because if it's not for you, it's not for you, and you have every reason to be upset about it because you saw what you saw. But I don't know.
And my jeans are blue, which means anybody can have those jeans. And they reinterpret it. And what they do is they build a platform on which to stand and look down and dominate and scold and destroy. That's the only thing they're doing. So Doja Cat does not care about what's actually going on. What she wants to do is get some more attention off of that.
Yeah.
What's actually going on? What are you even talking about? Isn't she just mocking the advert? I personally think it's coming from a place of jealousy because Doja Cat likes white men and she probably, gets pissed off about that sort of shit. But what's going on? It's a video. It was an advert that went viral. What's going on there? I don't know.
Exactly.
On TikTok, because that's what people do.
She's also half white. I think her mom's Jewish.
Oh, I mean, what a surprise. Yeah. Oh, and I'm sure that Doja Cat suffered nothing but discrimination. But what happens is you get a lot of social capital for.
So what? Are they questioning Doja Cat's race? Like whether she suffered from racism? Interesting.
This. It's very easy to get a lot of attention. Is that her? Right there in the middle?
That's her dad.
She's
Oh
yeah,
gosh.
Jewish. South African and Jewish. And yeah. Okay. So she's just fine, and it is what it is. She grew up probably very privileged, and she's talented, I
mom's
guess.
white.
Is she? Yeah.
Yeah, she's talented.
Yeah.
I mean, she
And-
got famous off a TikTok video. Pretend she was. a
Yeah,
cow.
she's not significant, but she's
She's talented.
yeah, but she's whatever she is, it's fine.
But why does everybody get so upset when Sydney
She's very
Sweeney
pretty.
gets a lot of shine? Why does everyone get all bent out of shape when Sydney Sweeney gets all this shine, gets all this attention? Why is
The Sydney Sweeney defender, right? The Sydney Sweeney white defender. Like, this is honestly, I refuse to believe. Like, I just don't care about this topic. I really don't. Like, I really don't care. Like, who really gives a fuck about this? Really?
is everyone upset when Caitlin Clark's the best player in the WNBA?
Because people get jealous, and she's pretty, and she's getting a lot of attention. Because the culture itself is there's a lot of money in being pretty and white. There is, because there are a lot of parts for you, and so it goes until it's not. But you're always going to be an easy target. That's why. And she's fucking gorgeous.
I bet Sydney Sweeney's doing this. 1, 2.
But one thing she can't, she's just counting her money.
I lost count. It's 400 million.
Yeah.
God dang it! I got to restart. Wait, what are they saying? Oh, no, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, she's becoming a symbol in the anti-woke movement. Yeah.
So she did this commercial as well for Hey. Was it Hey Dude?
Let me see.
Yeah,
Hey
Hey
Dude,
Dude. Let me just play real quick.
Good for her.
You can take the D out of the country. You can't take the country out of the dude.
Ballin'.
She's great too.
She's insanely hot. Yep.
Well, she's also good, right? She's also sensual. She's really good at how she does it. Even her walk.
Right.
It all walk works.
Right, she's hot. She could walk with a limp.
She's got charisma.
It has nothing to do with her
She's got
walk.
charisma.
No,
She's got the voice.
She's all right. No. It's her looks, Brian.
I know, but Brennan.
No one gives a flying
Brennan,
fuck.
I'm trying to look
Dude,
at. No.
She could have a stutter.
No,
She could
Brennan,
go.
No,
No,
Brennan.
Hey, dude.
She's got that purr.
She
to her
could
voice.
have 4 teeth.
No,
We
Brennan,
don't give a flying fuck.
Please,
dude.
Brennan, I'm asking you to look further.
I don't know what Hey Dude is, and I just bought stock.
Can you
in it.
please look beyond her breasts? And I'm just saying.
No.
Brennan.
Red-blooded American.
No, I know, but she also has charisma and sex appeal and some intelligence.
My American Jean showed up yesterday.
I'm begging you to please look beyond just her breasts. Is all I'm trying to say, because she's got to walk. Now I'll say this.
She could have one dead leg.
I'll say
I don't
this.
Give up.
You and I have dated gals who are every bit as hot as that.
Yeah, my wife's right up body-wise.
And face-wise.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying body-wise,
Well,
she had flying ass. That's my only criticism.
yeah.
And listen, I'm all about her.
Yeah.
Body-wise? Oh, they're not on the same planet.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
So Brendan's comparing his wife to Sydney Sweeney, and Brian Callen's getting a boner at the thought of Brendan's wife having a butt nice out. What's going on right now? Is what real men do? Talk about whose wife's hotter. Is this what real men do? Is this what real alphas do? Talk about how much they want to fuck each other's wives. Is that what real alphas do?
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. It's just interesting. But anyway.
I mean, she doesn't have a crowbar ass, but
No.
it's nothing. Notice
What's a crowbar ass?
just flat and kind of curved,
Oh.
curved like that, and nothing to it. But no, they're not showing her ass really. The jeans they did, but it's like, all right, that looks like Clint Eastwood's ass.
A white girl's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Classic white
Chris,
girl
that's
ass.
Chris D'Elia loves that.
CWGA. Classic white girl ass. It's
God, that was terrible.
not very good, huh?
CWJREWWR.
Yeah.
That's what I like to come up with.
Yeah. I come up with stuff. I'm catchy.
Yeah. What else you got, Jen?
Yeah, so I actually had to look. This is why it works. I was like, what is Hey Dude? I've never heard of Hey Dude before. So I looked it up, and it's like casual footwear.
It's footwear?
That's what I looked at.
Brilliant.
Brilliant is right.
Yeah.
Now we're all talking about, hey, dude, we'd never bring him up on this show.
Yep. If we ever have a product like
Wow, that's the biggest endorsement ever, in it, right? The finding the kid with the highest, it's got the highest fucking barrier of entry, right, in terms of topics. We never, it's like, okay, cool, let's relax a little bit, let's fucking relax.
I don't know, protein cookies or something. We should just have commercials of just my dick and balls.
Oh, dude,
after
if
a
I was
workout.
running a marketing company, or like if people would hire me, what do you? Oh, you have a cure for AIDS? Tits. Oh, you have a vaccine? Tits.
Okay,
Oh,
but
you want to sell trucks?
yeah, we want
Tits.
to sell. Yeah, but
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, you have sandals? Tits.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, you're selling oranges? Tits.
okay, we're trying to raise money to dig wells
Sure.
in the
Dig
Congo
wells?
for
Cock.
Jesus. All right, thanks. All right, good.
No, the answer's hot chicks
That's
to
right.
sell product.
That's right.
It's worked since the medieval times.
Correct.
What do you think the hieroglyphics, all the girls are hot on there? They're not putting fat bitches on the walls. Let's take another little break. We were watching those horses.
What do you say? Is it said hieroglyphics? What?
Correct.
What do you think the hieroglyphics, all the girls are hot on there? They're not putting fat bitches on the walls. Let's take.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. I need to bounce. I'm gonna stop it there. Brendan's talking about hieroglyphics. Okay. I think he saw something on Twitter. I think that's one of those Twitter comments that he just like is absorbing as his own. That definitely sounds like a Twitter comment or something. So okay, whatever. I'm a bounce, people. I'm a bounce. This show's terrible, man. This show's fucking terrible. I'll be back again, I think, to start off the thing again from what, Wednesday, Tuesday? No, Monday or Tuesday. Monday? I should be back Monday. On Monday. To start the marathon stream again. Should be back on Monday. So, take care until then. I'll be back on Monday to start the marathon streaming again. 31 days. Try and raise 500 members. We'll see how it goes. Don't plan to do it again because I'll take a break now because I've got some real life shit to sort out. But thank you for those of you that supported throughout the whole time. I appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe, of course. I'll add timestamps after the fact. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys again on Monday. Alright? Monday I'll be back. So apologies for the delay and the fucking break, but I'll be back on Monday on full effect. And we can go through some more of this stuff, and I'll clip it, of course. There's only about 50 minutes left here, but I'll clip it and get some clips if it's necessary. But big up everyone for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, all that good shit. Make sure you do, please. How many likes I've got on this fucking stream already? 31 likes. So if you're still watching this stream now, there's about 80 something of you, 83 of you in the live chat. If you haven't liked the stream just yet, please like the stream. Appreciate you. Please like the stream if you haven't already. Please like the stream if you haven't already. Please like the stream if you haven't already. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you, the rest of you guys, again when I'm back on Tuesday. Okay, back again on Tuesday. I'll see you guys then. But for now, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys again on Tuesday or Monday. No, it should be Monday. It should be Monday. But if it's not, it'll be Tuesday. But I'll see you guys again then. But for now, take care, people. See you again soon.